The K-pop world is buzzing once again. In a moment eagerly awaited by millions of ARMYs worldwide, two members of the phenomenal boy band BTS, Kim Taehyung, known as V, and Kim Namjoon, known as RM, officially completed their mandatory military service today, Tuesday, June 10, 2025. However, what caused a stir was the special welcome from South Korea's new president, Jae-myung, who personally paid tribute to the two idols. Who would have thought that this long-awaited day would come with such an unexpected surprise? Thousands of fans who had been counting down the days for nearly 2 years could finally breathe a sigh of relief, but who could have imagined that this historic moment would be marked by the personal presence of the nation's highest leader? In a decision that surprised many, President Jae-myung, who was just inaugurated last week, decided to attend the release ceremony in person to give a warm welcome to V and RM. This controversial decision sparked various speculations. Was it merely a political strategy or a genuine form of recognition for BTS's contributions to South Korea? This morning, around 9 a.m. local time, the atmosphere outside the headquarters of the 15th Infantry Division and the Special Task Force 2nd Corps was both tense and filled with enthusiasm. BTS members RM and V were discharged from the South Korean military on Tuesday after completing their mandatory service, marking the end of their nearly 2-year period of dedicated military service. What made this moment even more memorable was the unexpected presence of President Jae-myung, who arrived with an official state convoy around 8:30 a.m. In his brief speech, Jae-myung stated, "Today is not only the day of liberation for two of our nation's sons, but also the day when South Korea once again welcomes its two best cultural ambassadors." But why is the new president so enthusiastic about welcoming V and RM? The answer lies in Jae-myung's political vision, which prioritizes South Korea's soft power on the international stage. Jae-myung is a South Korean politician and lawyer who has served as the president of South Korea since 2025, and during his campaign, he repeatedly emphasized the importance of Korean pop culture as a diplomatic tool and emotional moment that made millions of ARMYs cry upon completing his duty. He shared a photo collage in uniform on his Instagram account on June 10, 2025. V immediately shared a photo of himself in military uniform as a farewell to his military service. The post was flooded with comments from millions of fans expressing feelings of pride, emotion, and happiness all at once. Meanwhile, RM, known as the leader of BTS, appeared deeply moved as he exited the military base gate. With teary eyes, he waved to the journalists and fans who had been waiting since early morning. The moment he saw the banner reading "Welcome back, our leader," unfurled by the fans, tears of joy could no longer be contained. However, the biggest surprise came when President Jae-myung approached the two and gave them a warm hug, something extremely rare in South Korea's state protocol. This gesture immediately sparked speculation that the new government would give special attention to the Korean entertainment industry. The controversy behind the lavish welcome President Jae-myung's decision to attend the release event in person did not escape criticism from various quarters. The opposition party harshly criticized what they called the use of office for popularity. Kim Namjoon, a member of the People Power Party and Lee's political rival in the previous presidential election, stated that the president should focus on urgent economic issues, not entertainment events. However, public support for this decision has been overwhelmingly positive. A quick survey conducted by Gallup Korea revealed that 73% of South Koreans support the president's decision to pay special tribute to BTS. "They have brought Korea's name to the world. They deserve this level of recognition," said one respondent. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the perfect timing. Jae-myung was recently inaugurated as president after winning the snap election last month with 49.42% of the vote, and his decision to play it safe by supporting a pop culture icon demonstrates his political acumen. Unexpected economic impact. Who would have thought that today's announcement of V and RM's release would have such a significant economic impact? The effect of BTS on the Korean economy cannot be underestimated, said Dr. Park Sung-min, an economist from Seoul National University. The tourism, fashion, cosmetics, and even technology industries will all feel the positive impact of their comeback. Data from the Korea Tourism Organization shows that since the announcement of the release date for BTS members, flight bookings to Seoul have increased by 340% from various countries. Hotels around locations likely to host BTS concerts or events are already fully booked until the end of the year. The long-awaited reunion after 18 months V and RM will return on June 10th, marking the start of the countdown to BTS's full reunion. With Jin having completed his military service last year, J-Hope recently returning, and now V and RM being released, only Jimin, Jungkook, who will follow on June 11th, and Suga, who will finish on June 21st, remain. However, what makes this moment even more special is the meticulously planned comeback. A source from HYB Corporation confirmed that the world's biggest boy band has been recording new material, even while some members were still serving their military duty. They never stopped creating. The new album is already 90% complete, said the source who wished to remain anonymous. Big Hit Music, their label, has also booked several large stadiums in South Korea and various countries for the planned world tour set to begin in September 2025. Pre-order tickets, which opened yesterday, sold out in 3 minutes for the first 20 countries, including Indonesia, which has been allocated 2 concert nights at Gelora Bung Karno Stadium. Surprising statements from V and RM during an impromptu press conference held this afternoon. V and RM made some surprising statements. V, with his distinctive Seguk accent, stated, "During our military service, we learned a lot about responsibility and discipline. But what was most valuable was realizing how great our responsibility is toward Army and South Korea." Meanwhile, RM, who appeared more mature and charismatic, added, "These past 2 years have been a period of transformation for us. We're returning not just as artists, but as mature men ready to give our best. And we promise, this comeback will be the most spectacular in BTS history." What makes this statement even more intriguing is the hint they gave about the new album's concept. You'll see a side of BTS you've never seen before. More mature, more profound, yet still with the energy you love, said RM with a mysterious smile. V also dropped a teaser that sent armies worldwide into a frenzy. There's a very special collaboration in this album, with an artist you might never have expected. And there's also a song we've dedicated specifically to Army who've been waiting for us. Extraordinary global reaction. International media have given significant attention to today's event. CNN in its breaking news referred to V and RM's release as a moment the world has been waiting for. BBC even sent a special team to Seoul to cover the event live. What's even more surprising is the reaction from international celebrities. Coldplay, through its official Twitter account, wrote, "Welcome back, legends. Can't wait to see what magic you create next." Meanwhile, Ed Sheeran posted an Instagram story with the caption, "The Kings are back." Even the President of the United States mentioned the event during his weekly press conference. BTS are extraordinary cultural ambassadors. Their release today is sure to be welcome news for millions of fans in America. Social media platforms were flooded with the hashtag #WelcomeBackTaehyung, which trended in 89 countries within the first 6 hours. Twitter set a new record with 12.7 million tweets using the hashtag within 24 hours, surpassing the previous record set when BTS released